Oh my goodness. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to another esports stream here at Old Dominion. We are going to be showcasing Rocket League this afternoon. I am Benjamin Draper, your caster.
And I'm Dylan Glover.
And we are here with Rocket League this afternoon as they will be competing in the CRL qualifier number 2. If you guys had tuned in for the CRL qualifier number 1 last week, you saw that Varsity had a lot of success on their end, making it to round 4 of losers bracket before being ultimately eliminated in double elimination format. And then Junior Varsity not being able to do much on their end, hoping to improve on that this week in this qualifier. So we are going to be seeing a lot of action through both teams here. And it's going to be exciting because varsities will be playing against Florida Southern College. That'll be the first match up. And if they do win this match, they will be facing a familiar foe, possibly. If they'll win their match, it'll be in Bruton Parker. But they got to win their round 1 match. And then on the JV side, they're going to be playing against Siena Heights University. So a lot of action to look forward to. But anything you're looking forward to your first Rocket League stream this year?
Yeah, so from the first qualifier, we saw high success on Old Dominion's side, but they did fall short. Hopefully we can see a lot of T dynamics a little bit more in this qualifier, see how they can work around the map together as a team. Especially for our JV team, they also had huge success on their end. So if you guys want to tune into that as well, we will be playing that during our BRBs. But
Yeah, so each series is going to be a best of 3. Last week, I believe it was a best of 5 in that tournament, but for the qualifiers this week, it'll be a best of 3 at least until we get into the later stages of this tournament. If Old Dominion is to make it to quarterfinals, semifinals, anything later on that note, we will be seeing more than a best of 3 series. But in the meantime, we're gonna take a BRB screen, or we're actually gonna get right into things here. So when we do go to BRB screens, you will be treated to some action between our JV team and their opponents in our CRL qualifier, while we will be primarily focused on varsity here, as they will be jumping into the thick of things. And we do have the Albany scoreboard on for some reason. That was a COD stream the other night. But nonetheless, we are here between Old Dominion and Florida Southern in game 1 of their series. Let's see how things shape up. Old Dominion in the blue and Florida Southern in orange. If we can get that scoreboard for COD off the screen, please.
There we
go. So Zipper with a shot there off of the roof, and it will get the goal. So after all the technical difficulties, we are now into the game itself. And you can see the shot off of the left side of the wall, comes off to the ceiling, and it'll be hit down from Zipper himself to get the first goal of this game. So Florida Southern up 1-0 with 29 seconds already gone by.
Yeah, it seems like Florida Southern is playing very on the aggressive end, and you know that demo on Just Dan was how they got that first goal in the first 30 seconds of this match. So it's good to see the dynamics between both teams playing aggressive, but also playing that passive role. And as you can see, Zipper scores the second goal in 40 seconds of this match. It's very unlucky for Old Dominion, but we do have 4:19 left in the match, so we do have a little comeback. But as you can see, Florida Southern is playing on that very aggressive role around the map.
Now, it was a great pass there for Zipper as Solj was able to set him up in the process there. But it's unfortunate for Old Dominion because it seemed that the positioning was off in that process. And Just Dan with a big shot there, but Solj is there with a save on the attempt. And you can see Old Dominion trying to get a little bit of pressure on their end. But Curl's going to get demolition himself. Just Dan will hit it out to the back wall, but it'll fall off right side and it'll be in the corner as you can see Watt trying to do something with it. But Curl's going to keep it in the zone with some aerial work, and Just Dan will have it as they hit it into the corner. Try to get a center going for Old Dominion as they're looking to get one back, and that's a big bump there, big shot. That was a big shot from Watt. Another chance, but it'll be off of the post from Curl. Can Just Dan get another one for the Monarchs?
This is a great start to this third base half for Old Dominion. They're putting the ball on their other side of the half.
That's a big shot.
And that's a huge shot. But as you see, just for the Southerns playing that very defensive role, and they're playing this really well. That's almost a shot on goal, but it missed. Kilowatt is going to be playing it against on their half, just keeping it on their side. But as you see, we do have all the boosts that we need. Just take our time. And it do get a shot, but he does miss, so that's a great. Now we should have played more aggressive up top in their half and just keep it on their side. But as you see, Kuro is going to be playing that a little bit passive role in the mid, but they're just keeping it towards the shot.
That's a missed touch.
Oh, no. Shot.
Oh, man. Watt missed that opportunity there to get it defended, and Zipper right there to get it away. He will shut the door right there for Florida Southern as he will earn the hat trick. So throw out the hats for Zipper and game one of this series as they get the goal and they extend that lead to 3-0 as only 2 minutes already gone by in this game. Still plenty of time for Old Dominion to come back, but definitely not the start you want. And it just seems that they're just out of sync at the moment here, especially with the fact that at the loss of Goat God, which is a usual member of this varsity team, you are missing him this afternoon in the qualifier. So Keo Watt coming in to substitute. So it just seems that this team's kind of out of sync at the moment here, but we'll see what they can do as they need to do something here to spark some life on their end. And the defensive shot, the defensive maneuver there is going to miss actually, and Zipper is just going to have another open lane goal, and he is going to have his 4th goal of this game. So it'll be a 4-0 game in favor of Florida Southern halfway through this match already.
Yeah, Zipper is going to be a tough challenge for Old Dominion since he has scored all 4 goals, and it's been mainly him around the map. But as you can see, Florida Southern is playing that super aggressive role and play style, and it's kind of hurting Old Dominion in a way. Like, Old Dominion hasn't had the chance to have many shots on goal, but they are going to try and keep it on their half. And as you see, Kilowatt is going to keep it on center it from mid. He does get the shot for the guy in mid, but he does miss. But as you can see, Just Dan going to play a little bit up, center it for his teammate.
Curl's going to hit it into the corner, trying to get something going. Texas Red trying to defend, and it'll be at midfield between these two teams. As you can see, Florida Southern trying to have possession, but Just Dan's going to hit it right back into the zone, trying to get something set up. But Curl is going to miss that hit right there in the process, so it'll be falling back to Kilowatt. And you can see Saul is trying to defend it as well to keep it in the zone as Just Dan not having much of a touch to get it out. And you can see that Texas Red keeping it into the corner, and here comes a center there, but Curl is there to defend nicely. But another center attempt for Florida Southern at the process here, and it'll fall right in front of the net, but Kilowatt is there to save it. A big save, and there's going to be an open position for Old Dominion. Can they get something going? It's a center in front, but Curl is not there in time to get it, and Saws is going to commit on the left side as they'll move upfield again. So overextends on both sides here, but nothing to account for as it is still a 4-0 game with 1:20 to go.
Yeah, as you talked about the being an overextend, Old Dominion is one of their flaws that they do around the map. They love to overextend to where Florida Southern has been able to get those shots on goal. But as you can see, all 3 of us are going to be in the net, but it is missed from Zipper. Now we just have to use that to our advantage and get it across the map. But we do have 1 minute left. Let's see what Old Dominion can do. I'm not going to lie, it's looking kind of rough so far, but I think Old Dominion could bounce back. but Kilowatt is going to be playing near their goal, and Texas
might be a
Red.
shot on
It
the
might be
net.
a shot, but he does get it out. That's a great save from Justin. That's a great 50 from Zipper. I'm not going to lie, but he is going to be more mid, and Kilowatt is going to be playing.
He's trying to set something up there for a
Yeah.
teammate, but Saj is by himself at midfield there.
Yeah, that was a great 50 from Kilo. But now they just got to get a shot on goal, and he does get a shot on goal, but it is going to be 28 seconds left on the clock. Can Old Dominion score 3 goals within this time frame? It is going to be
Highly unlikely.
I know it's looking kind of time scheduled, but I don't know. It's possible.
But it's something to carry over to the next game. Unfortunately, you might lose. You're most likely going to lose this first one. But to have a little bit of a moral victory going into the second one, and knowing that you guys are going to have to win back-to-back if you want to go into round 2 of the winners bracket here. But just an unfortunate first game for this team. But with 18 seconds left to play, let's see what ODU can do here to try to carry over that momentum. And it just seems that Florida Southern just maintaining the possession of this offensive attack, and they're just going to have a decisive victory in the final seconds of this one.
There's only 3 seconds left, so this first round is going to go to Florida Southern. But I think it's just that first game jitters. I think Old Dominion needs to get used to having Kilo around the map and not having Goat God. You know, Goat God being one of those players that was a key factor to this Old Dominion squad. But I think they just need to get used to having Kilo around the map and see how he can work around it and, you know, get those jitters out for this next matchup.
And the thing about what kind of stands out to me is the fact that Old Dominion had 7 shots on goal, and that's the same amount of shots that Florida Southern had on goal. It's just unfortunate that Zipper was able to come out with the 4-piece right out of the bag and just being able to help give his team the edge and being able to get the win here. But it's just unfortunate that Old Dominion really had that spurt where they had all the offensive chances through those like 30 seconds or so in the first 2 minutes of the game before they let things get away from them. But other than that, I mean, they really didn't have much offense going for them other than the goal coming there late in the game. But something to look forward to. I mean, obviously, like you mentioned, it could be the first game jitters. We got to see how things shape up here in game number 2. But we're just going to have to hope for the best, as Old Dominion, they don't want to go into the losers bracket already. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not for this qualifier, but we're going to go to a BRB real quick. And
We're actually about to jump in.
Oh, we actually are? Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to go into the second matchup.
So I think we're going to be jumping right back into things, and here we go.
All right, so we are going to play a little bit aggressive here. Get that on goal aerial from Just Dance. Set it up for the mid. And
That's a good shot.
And it
Oh,
does get a shot from Kuro. 9 seconds in. That's a great start. Now he's got to keep this lead. You got to defend the podium.
that was a great setup there from Justin above the net. Curl gets a first chance on it, but not able to score. But he does have the second chance opportunity that comes right back up to him. And great goal there. 9 seconds gone by, and Old Dominion out ahead 1-0. Definitely the start that they needed, especially coming off a 4-1 loss. But a big save there from Justin. And here comes Kiowa trying to set something up left side with his aerial work. But it's also there with the defense, and Curl with the shot, but it's going to go a little bit wide. But here comes Justin hitting it into the right side, trying to get something going.
Yeah,
but you got to love this offense so far.
Yeah, you definitely can see the pace change so far for Old Dominion. They're playing more aggressive as a team, but they're also trying to set up a lot more. They set up to the mid for Justin, and it does just miss. But that is going to still be on their half, and Kuro's going to try to set it up, but it's fine. They're going to just keep it on their half, which is kind of what we want. But they are, trying to overextend a little bit, but they do get back and save it, and we do get a demo off. Or they get a demo off.
Yep,
so
Kiowa has a demo. There's a big shot from Zipper
save.
off of the post. Ooh, big save.
Now we got to play more pushed up against the map. As you see, Florida Southern is going to be playing that defensive role just a little bit, and it does work in their favor. Now we just got to play up a little bit more, get this ball out of our half. That's not what we want from this entire game.
Old Dominion was out ahead with all that offensive pressure, but it seems that Florida Southern has changed the tide on sides of the field as Zipper is trying to get something going on their end, but nothing going as it'll go wide. It'll come off the wall. A miss hit from Curl. A big shot from Saj, but it is a save by Justin. It's a big save from Justin once again to keep this game at 1-0 in favor of the Monarchs. But here at midfield, Texas Red was assisted to Saj. A big shot, and there's a second chance from Saj. So after it hits off of the post, Saj will have it, the second chance opportunity, and that was a great opportunity, especially from Texas Red setting that up. Kiowa was there on the first chance, but not able to defend that second chance. And Florida Southern ties this back up at 1 apiece here in game 2.
Yeah, that positioning from Old Dominion was just not in their favor. he had that 50-50 with Soj, but Soj just had that momentum there, and he may be able to score that goal. But now, as you can see, Old Dominion is going to be playing them up against their half. Keep it just in the mid, but as you see, we are going to be doubling up here, and we do win the 50, but it is going to still be on Florida Southern's half. But Soj is going to get it onto ours. Now we just need to have the time. Justin loses the 50, but we do have ball control. Now we're going to need to take our time here and just work on the map. It's a great pass, and it just misses from Justin. It's a very unfortunate pass, but that's a great 50 there. But we just need to keep playing it up. Now it is tied 1-1, 2:40 left in the round, and it is going to be scored from Texas Red. Now Florida Southern is going to be up 2-1 here. That's a great shot from Texas Red.
And it's a miss hit there from Curl there. He had the opportunity to meet him at midfield, but not able to do much off of it, as he just went the wrong way, and Texas Red capitalized off of it. So Florida Southern, they're looking to win this series in 2 games and move on to the second round of this winner bracket. Old Dominion needs to win out if they want to force a game 3. But unfortunately for Old Dominion, they had all the offense going in that first minute, but it just kind of died out a little bit here. And Kielwalt with an opportunity up the right side, and Curl there with the second chance. But it'll go into the left corner as Old Dominion trying to get something going. It'll hit out of the left corner. Justin with the shot, open net, and that is a big goal there from Justin. As we're talking about the offense, not kind of been lacking on their end. Curl gets to bounce off of the wall out of the corner, and it'll be Justin there to capitalize on the open net. So Old Dominion ties us at 2 apiece with 2:15 to play.
Dude, that was a great play from Justin. He just got that goal, get up in the middle of the air, and he literally set it perfectly to where Florida Southern had no one in goal, no defense. So if we just keep playing like that around the map and keep them spread out, I think we could win this and bring this back.
It's 2 minutes left to play. It's going to be a very competitive 2 minutes. Let's see what the Monarchs can do here. They need to win this one if they want to force another one in this series. And you can see a good play there from Saj getting it over his defender. And you can see the offensive attack from Texas Red. A big shot there, but Justin's there with a big save. And here comes Justin moving right back up the field, up left side, trying to get something going, but it'll be defended there by Saj. But here comes Curl with the aerial, but he's going to miss it, unfortunately, and it'll be at midfield as Texas Red is getting something set up for Florida Southern here.
Now we are kind of low on the boost, so we got to prioritize that a little bit effortlessly, but we are going to keep the ball in their half. But I think Soja's going to save it, trying to take it up the wall, and we do lose the 50, but we are going to keep it on their half. Only 1 in goal. Set it up for the mid and get a push. Oh!
It's open, but Zipper is there to defend it, as Watt was just too far behind to even possibly get a shot on net. Here comes Just Down with a shot, but it'll hit off the left side of the wall. Unfortunate miss there for ODU. They need a goal here if they want to extend it. 1:05 left to play here. It seems like next goal could potentially win this game, but we will see what happens.
Yeah, that's a great save from on our side. Now we just need to keep this and prioritize this. 50 seconds left on the clock. Now we just need to get this off from our half because Florida Southern is me playing very aggressive. We do get the demo on our half. Now it's a 3v2 situation. Soj losing the 50. Now we just have to prioritize and push up the map. Now the ball is going to be on ours, and we do have the time, but I think Texas Road is going to get this aerial here. Now they are going to be just setting up, and now we just keep it away from them. 30 seconds left on the clock now.
This is pivotal. They need a goal here.
Yeah, they need to do something to keep this dream alive here for this first matchup against Florida
Oh,
Southern.
there's a setup. Oh, and he missed it. Justin had his chance, but he was just not there. He was just a split second behind. Here comes Curl left side, trying to get something going, centered it their way. But Texas Red will actually get it past him, but there's Watt. It'll bounce off the wall. It's an open lane. Anybody's net. Oh, but it'll go wide. 5 seconds left to play, and it might be an overtime game we're looking forward to in game 2. Here comes Saws with the setup, and it'll drop on the floor. So
going to
some
overtime.
chances on both ends of the field there to close that regulation period. But we are now here in overtime. Old Dominion needs a goal to win it and go to game 3, and Florida Southern needs a goal to go into round number 2 of the winners bracket.
Yeah, Old Dominion just needs to start playing more aggressively as a team here. Now we just got to keep the ball out of our half. Just prioritize our boost a little bit more. We are going to be a little bit more on the boost advantage, but we got to use that to our advantage. Now Kuro's going to put it up against the map, and he's going to try to set up. Loses the 50, but we do get the save, so that's good on our half. Now we got to use that. Now we're going to start making up progressive
that
through the map.
That was a good hit from Watt. That's an open net. Oh, but a big save from Red.
Yeah, that was a great save from him. Now we do get another shot, but now we're just in the...
Oh, there's a great shot from Red, but it goes right side of the wall. There's a second chance for Sauce. It's open. And there's
a good save from defense. That was a great save from Dan, keeping it out of our box.
Curl and every member of this ODU team playing good defense at the moment here. Here comes Just Dan hitting up right side. 1 minute gone by in overtime. It's off the back wall. Can Curl get a hit? The 50 is in his favor.
Oh.
And they're not going to be able to do much off of it. It'll go left side. Here comes Just Dan with a hit. In the area where there's a shot above the net. Can he get the second chance? Oh, no, but it missed once again. So it'll come right back down to the defensive zone for Old Dominion. So another chance here. They're trying to get something going left side. It'll be Watt there with the aerial. Can he get something going? And there's a shot there. Oh, no! Goal line. Oh, my goodness. Another big chance for Old Dominion. They're not going to capitalize. Here comes the chance from Zipper.
That's a great 50. That's a great 50.
But Watt is there to defend it. There's a shot off the crossbar.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. It's going back and forth here in overtime, folks.
Oh, we get the demo.
And here comes Carl with a shot, but it's defended by Texas Red once again. 2 minutes gone by here in overtime. Nobody has scored yet. Chances on both sides of the field, but nothing has gone behind the goal line here.
Kuro setting up for the ball from mid. He does get it off to our teammate, but Kiwo is going to try to get the ball off to mid. He can set it up, and he does almost get the shot. Now we just need to prioritize this, get it up across the map. Now they are going to get a shot. Kuro with a save in the mid-air.
That was a great defense there from Kuro to give him a little bit more time, as it was just going to be there contested at midfield. But nonetheless, here comes Kiowat once again at midfield. There's a some good work there with aerial, and Kuro's going to get the bounce off the wall, and it'll change the sides of field as it'll be on the left side now. So 2.5 minutes gone by. Kiowat misses that touch, but Justin is there to secure it.
2v1. Now we gotta just prioritize the shoot, getting more shots on goal. We need to start using that. Now
here comes the chance.
In our 50s, we need to. Oh, it's a shot.
Oh no, but Justin's there with the defense. It's gonna bounce off the wall though, and another good play. And Kuro's going to get demoed in the process. There's an open lane. Zipper with the shot above the net. Not going to be able to capitalize off that. Here comes Old Dominion again down the left side, and it'll be tried. They're going to try to center it. Kiowat is a center. There's an open lane, but nothing to do. Kuro is just out of placement there, and here comes Justin at midfield, hitting it back into the zone, and he'll hit it into the corner again as it'll bounce in front, and there's Kuro! Shot from Kuro! So he sets it up as Justin hit it off the corner, a big hit into the corner. And that will end things as Old Dominion staves elimination here in Game 2. And they will force Game 3 with a 3-2 overtime victory with over 3 minutes gone by.
Dude, that 3 minutes in overtime was crazy coming from both sides. For Southern playing that aggressive physical role, but we got to understand Old Dominion with their defense was impeccable. Yes. Them saving their shots, and they were just playing around the map together as a team, and then making them able to progress up the map. And as you can see, they were getting a lot of shots, more than the normal 5 minutes.
It was a great game on both ends of the field. It could have gone anybody's way, but fortunately, it came our way, and we forced a Game 3 against a very tough team. But to give off a little bit of an update on the JV side of things, because we're not covering them primarily, but they did win their round 1 matchup against Siena Heights, so that is a big congrats to the JV team being able to win that first one, being able to advance to round 2 of the winners bracket. So they will be facing against Northwestern University, which is no easy opponent. Northwestern, if you know Northwestern, they are a Big Ten school, so it's going to be pretty tough for Old Dominion to advance to round 3 in the winners bracket. But nonetheless, big props to them advancing. But Old Dominion, they're looking to win Game 3 here, and they're looking to advance to round 2 of the winners bracket themselves. What a big deal that would be for both teams to advance to the winners bracket of round 2 if they're both able to get victory here. But Old Dominion, they need 5 minutes of good play here to get another win and advance to that round 2. But let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, we need this to progress up to the bracket. But now we are going to be starting off on this 4:45. Now we gotta. The ball's on their half. There for some reason. Florida's gonna take it slow, and Just Dan gonna win that 50 there. Keep it up on their half, and Kuro's gonna take it up. Try to set it up for the ball from mid, but Kilo just misses, and Just Dan playing too aggressive there and missing the ball. But Kilo does get a demo on it, and it is gonna be a shot.
Just a great opportunity there for Florida Southern to capitalize off of that, and Zipper was able to get it off the left side of the field, being able to hit it off back wall, top of the net. And Texas's Red is there to make sure that that one goes in. And it's an open net. Nobody is there. Nobody to defend it. And Florida Southern much needed on their end, especially giving off that overtime game and kind of killing their momentum in the series as they are now in a winner-take-all game. But gotta love that for them as they are looking to bounce back off of that loss.
Yeah, that's that one thing that Old Dominion has to struggle is being that overextend type of players. You know, all three of us were playing up the map, but as soon as Florida Southern got that ball, they shot it and then created that diversion where they had that open lane and got that open shot, leading them to be up 1-0 in this matchup.
So we'll see what he can do here. Watt's getting set up on left side. He's going to hit it above net a little bit too much. Can Curl get the second chance? He will get the second chance, but it'll be defended by Saj. It won't be counted as an actual save, but that was a big play defensively for Saj to keep it out of the net and possibly get given away this tie. And it's going to be falling in front of the net as Curl will be credited with the shot and Watt with another chance, but he's going to lose the 50. But it'll come back in as Justin will have an additional hit from midfield. And it's just going to be played on the opposite end as Watt's going to hit it up the right side. It'll be centered in front, and Curl is there with the shot. So a great center there from Watt as Curl is there right out in front, and they are able to capitalize off of the change of side of the field, and they are able to get it down on the right side with a great center, and Curl is there to knock it right in to tie it up.
That team play was amazing. Curl going up the wall and setting it up for his teammate and then getting the shot on goal. That was like just perfect team mechanics, and as you see, Old Dominion is going to be utilizing that a lot more around the map. And now we do have 3:20 left in the match, but as you can see, we are going to be trying to play that aggressive type passive role, trying to utilize both as we are going to be up against the map. Florida Southern's going to be playing to get up, but Justin getting out of our half. Now we do have a setup for Curl. Curl up in the air, and he does get the shot, but that was a save from Soj. But now Florida Southern is going to be playing at more, trying to get on our half, but he does set it up, and we do get a save from Justin. That was a great save from Justin. Now, so Florida Southern does have a potential, but now we do have the ball out. Now we just got to get it out of our half. And that's one thing we do kind of struggle as well, is keeping the ball on our side, where Florida Southern just keeps playing that aggressive role, which is kind of one of the struggles that we're also dealing with around the map.
And here's Texas Red trying to get something going up right side of the defensive zone. Watts
they're
to be there to hold him. Oh, no. Here comes a chance here from Old Dominican. Curl capitalize. Oh, he won't be able to do anything as Justin was trying to get a set up there in front. But gotta love that play there from Watt, keeping him held down on the wall there. And Sauls is going to try to get something going offensively for their team. But at the moment here, 1-1, 2:15 left to play here. Anybody's game. It is as competitive as ever as you would want it to be. You can see Curl gets demolition in the process there, and Sauls will actually get bumped there, but here comes Zipper with a good angle. It's going to bounce off the left side of the post there as Curl will move it upfield. It's nobody to contest until Sauls is there to defend it. Here comes Justin hitting into the corner, trying to get a center going. They will have a good bounce in front, and can Curl get the shot? He will get the shot!
Nice.
Oh my goodness, what a good play from Curl. The play off of the defender from Florida Southern, hitting off of Saj. And that was not a good touch from Saj as he hits it right there to Curl. And that is a big goal from Curl as he gives the Monarchs the lead 2-1 with 1:48 to play here.
Yeah, that was a great goal. Now we are going to be up 2-1. Now we just got to defend this lead. Now if we can, now we are going to be up against on the bracket, going up to round 2 in the winner's bracket. Now we just got to play that defensive role, not allow Florida Southern to play aggressive on our half, keep the ball on their side, and just keep it away from ours. As long as we do that for the next minute 30, I think we could potentially win this.
You just do not need to do too much here. And as we're speaking of
that,
Saj with a great assist there as Texas Red with his second goal of the game. He comes from all the way across, and he is able to capitalize and get the goal as Keo Watt not being able to save it. So with 85 seconds left to play, Florida Southern ties it back up at 2 apiece, and we are looking at a next goal could win this game potentially. And Justin with the demolition there, and there was a big chance from Saj, but he misses the hit. There's another hit from Florida Southern as they're trying to get something going in the final stages of this one, but Old Dominion, they need to stave off.
Yeah, the Castle curse is real. As soon as I talk about that, Florida Southern is going to get that goal, put it in 2-2. Minute left. Now Old Dominion, this is the time to be alive. They need to do something.
Oh, big save.
Good save from Curro. So now we just got to use that around the map. But as you see, Florida Southern, we do get it out our half, but now we just got to go up around the map. Justin going to go up for the aerial. Curro trying to get it on their back right corner. As you see, Curl's up in the air.
That's going to be a good bounce, but it won't get over the defender. But here comes Watt right side. And kind of a little update on the JV match right now going on with Northwestern. They are up 8-0 at the moment. That's a big shot.
Let's go!
With another goal. Throw off the hats for Curl. He has secured a hat trick, and that is a 3-2 lead for Old Dominion. That might be the series winner right there. But ODU out 3-2. 30 seconds left to play here in Game 3. They just need to hold off for 30 seconds, and they are advancing to round 2 of the winners bracket here, folks.
30 seconds is a lot of time, but now we just got to keep the ball out of our half. We just got to use like the team mechanics that we have been since that last match. And
oh my goodness, what a shot! Throw out the hats for Texas Red himself as well. Oh my goodness,
real. Like as soon as we talk about it, it just doesn't go in our favor.
Oh my goodness. So Curl with the hat trick, Texas Red with the hat trick. None of these players are going to let their teams lose in this game. It is now 3-3, 20 seconds left to play. Now it should be next goal will win this game. Oh my goodness.
This just has been a wonderful match 3 from both teams. They played this so well and utilizing both around the map. But now So's going to go for the aerial, put it in our back right corner now. He's going to be setting up 2 seconds left on the clock, get it out of the air, and we just bring this back into overtime.
Nice. It'll be defended. There was going to be a potential shot there from Florida Southern, but it hit the ground because it was at zeros. It does not matter anyways. Next goal will win the series. Who is moving on to the winners bracket round 2? We are going to see in just a few short seconds here as Keel Watt trying to play something here. Left side. Here they come. The Monarchs once again trying to set something up in front. There's a demolition from Justin. But they're not going to be able to capitalize on a shot as they'll have to switch sides of the field again. Here comes Saj once again. Left side. And Keel Watt able to defend it, but Zipper hits it right back into the zone as Florida Southern trying to capitalize early on. And here comes Justin once again, moving it upfield. And here comes Curl trying to loses the 50.
Nice.
And here comes Keel Watt once again upfield as it'll be contested at midfield. And there's a demolition from Zipper on Zipper.
Now the Old Dominion having that demo is going to be in their favor for just a few seconds, but now we are going to try to prioritize and go up and play that aggressive role. Curl win the 50, go into the top right corner, going to probably set it up for his teammate, get the bump, and we get the goal from Justin!
Oh, what a bump from Curl, and Justin puts it away, and now Monarchs are advancing to round 2 of the winners bracket. A big win in overtime, 2 big wins in overtime for Old Dominion. And they are advancing to the second round here, folks. Oh, my goodness. What a game. What a series between these two teams. Like, all the props to Florida Southern and all the props to Curl because Curl carried us on his back. 6 shots on goal, 3 of them in the net. Throw out the hats like we mentioned. But ODU, whoo! What competitive game.
Series win from Old Dominion here. You know, that first match looking kind of scary how the way Florida Southern was playing. They played that aggressive role and making it hard for Old Dominion to progress up the map. But as soon as we go to map 2, something changed.
Yeah.
Like their dynamics had
the pace.
The pace, the dynamic, the mechanics, everything went into Old Dominion's favor. Obviously going back-to-back overtime wins. Yeah. You know, Old Dominion had a do or die there, and they literally were doing everything correct around the map, especially in both overtimes. So that's a props win to Old Dominion. Now we do progress up to winners round 2 here, and now we get to see who we are going to be playing against and talk about that a little bit. But I think we are going to talk about JV.
We are going to be playing against Bruton Parker. Oh no. So we have a little bit of history here with Bruton Parker. So we will be facing Bruton Parker. They won their series against Middle Tennessee 2-0. And if you guys had tuned into the stream last week to the CRL qualifiers, Varsity had their hands full with this Bruton Parker team as Bruton Parker was able to knock out Old Dominion from the winners bracket and put them into the losers bracket with a 2-0 series win. And their physicality compared to Old Dominion's was much more decisive, as you saw a lot more bumps, a lot more demolitions on their side. So that's something that Old Dominion's going to have to look forward to. They're not going to have Goat God here. They're going to have Keel Watt, but it seems that Keel Watt has kind of settled down. They've settled in with their substitute, and they've kind of gotten into the rhythm. But you can't overcome that physicality and how annoying it's going to be facing the bumps, facing all the demolitions that we could potentially be seeing here in this next series. But before we get into talking about more of that, just wanted to mention JV was up 8-0 before we saw that Curl goal to take the lead in the series. JV was up 8-0 against Northwestern. That's a big thing right now. Northwestern's a much bigger school than we are for sure. But to be up 8-0 in round 2 of this winners bracket, I'm pretty sure they won game 1 of that series. We don't know any more updates, but you got to be feeling good for JV as well, as they are having a lot of success on their end already.
Yeah, going up. It's 4-0 in this. Yeah, so now they are going to be in match 2. Now we are going to be up 4-0. So
they're up in the second game 4-0. So they're looking to win it with a sweep in round 2 and advance to round number 3 of the winners bracket. So big props to JV. They really came in. They really wanted to get that bad taste out of their mouth out of last week, and they are really doing so far. But back to the varsity side of things, who we are casting. I mean, anything you're looking forward to with this Bruton Parker matchup?
If we keep playing the way we do and just keep working around the map together as a team, I think we could potentially beat Bruton Park. I mean, obviously, Bruton Park being the physical type of team, you know, with the demos and playing more of that aggressive role. If we just keep it away from that and try to play the more passive role and play more together as a team, I think we could potentially win the series 2-0.
Yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what Old Dominion's gonna do here. But Old Dominion coming off a 2-1 victory against Florida Southern College, they move on to round 2, and we're gonna take a short break here before we get into the thick of things between Bruton Parker and Old Dominion. But we hope you guys have been enjoying the stream so far, and we'll be right back after the break.
All right, now we are back against Bruton Parker. Now we are going to be starting this matchup. It's still a best-of-3 series. Now it's a tight situation here. Kiwa going to be playing up in the air, trying to get that aerial off, but as you see, Bruton is going to be playing that type of aggressive role. Now, as you can see, they are going to have the ball in our half, but Kuro going to get out of our half. Justin going to be playing the back. Kiwa going to lose that 50. Now the ball's going to be back in our back left corner. Going to be set up for the mid cross, and we do save it. That is a great save. Now Justin and Kuro trying to just work together the team. Kiwa is going to save the ball and try to put our back right corner. But as you see, two of the Bruton Parker are going to be playing up aggressive. Now he does get the shot, but Kuro saving the ball. Justin with the shot, and he does miss, but that's an unfortunate. Now we are going to be having that shot on goal and trying to work around the map here. Now that is a great 50-50 aerial right there from Kiwa, and now he's going to try to get it out of our half. So it's going to try to get it on the shot on goal, and we do unfortunately get a goal from Manny. Manny, that was a great setup from Bruton Parker there. They, just trying to set it up, and he does set it perfectly down the middle for it.
And Manny there with the goal to give Bruton Parker the 1-0 advantage. 59 seconds gone by in this series. Not much on the physical side of things at the moment here, but let's see. And as we speak of that, Justin with the physicality himself. So Justin with the demolition as Kuro will move it upfield. And there's an unfortunate hit, and Kuro was going to get credited with the goal. So the Bruton Parker player that was trying to defend it had a miss hit on himself. It was So actually. And actually, Kuro actually had the final touch on it. So Kuro just had the angle, a great angle on his part. And Old Dominion ties it back up at 1-1. Only 9 seconds gone by since that Bruton Parker goal. It's a big rebound for the Monarchs to come off of that kickoff. And Kuro's going to get demoed in the process there. And here comes Manny again. And there's a bunch of demos both ways. Can he get the fin?
Oh,
a big save! Justin with another save.
Save in the 1-1.
They have a chance. Bounces off the wall. Kuro misses it, unfortunately. Oh, if Kuro could have gotten a hit right back into the front of the zone, he could have had a goal possibly right there. But nonetheless, here comes Sol and this Bruton Parker team coming to capitalize after giving up that goal.
Yeah, as you can see, Bruton Parker is playing that very aggressive, getting a lot of demos off, playing that very aggressive role, trying to bump us out and not get us around the map. But as you see, the shot goal, it does hit the crossbar. Now we are going to be hitting that back right corner. Now Manny's going to hit that shot on goal, but we do get a save here. Now he's going to progress up the map together as a team and work together. Now they are going to get a shot on goal, and he does get a shot, but he does miss. Curl with a save with the 50 loss, but now they just got to win this 50 and get it off our side of the
They got to get it out of the zone. They're playing too much defense right now, and it's eventually going to cost. Just Dan trying to get out of the zone. He will actually. Here comes Just Dan, left side of the wall, getting something going in middle. Not being able to capitalize. Not being able to beat the last defender there in the process. But here comes Kia Watt in the front, and Curl with a shot. Big shot from Curl, but it's going to be saved from Seoul. So Old Dominion still tied 1-1 here as they try to get something going left side. Here comes Kia Watt again. A good touch, as they'll be in the zone for just the time being, as they'll be in midfield, and Manny will hit it up to, will hit it right down actually. So a lot of aerial work in front of the net. A big save there from Just Dan. A second chance opportunity to bump on Curl. And Manny's in front, and there's another big save. Watt with a big defense there, and you can see Just Dan with another big save. A lot of defensive play on the Old Dominion side here. They are keeping it 1-1 in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we were realizing how aggressive these guys are playing. Now we are going to be using that to our advantage with the boost and everything. But Kuro does get a demo off, but now he's going to use that to our advantage, make it a 3v2 for a few seconds. Now Soul is going to be up in our back right corner. He does get it off from a Just Dan 50-50 win. Now we just got to progress up the map. If we need to keep winning this in the bracket series, we do got to make this a little bit tougher for Bruin Parker here.
So let's see what Old Dominion can do here. Final 90 seconds of play in this matchup, 1-1 on both sides. It has been pretty competitive. A big shot there from Manny, and Bruton Parker's been in pretty sole control of this matchup. Thankfully, Old Dominion's defense has been stellar, and they've been able to maintain this 1-1 tie, but they need something going offensively if they want to win this one. But at the moment, Bruton Parker has all the momentum shifting on their way.
Yeah, we just got to start playing more up against Matt. But Kuro does get a demo here. 1 minute left on the clock. Now we just got to use that to our advantage. Just Dan with the save. Now they got to use that. They just keep getting shots on our net. We just got to make that opposite now. We got to start progressing the map if we want to either score here or make it overtime.
Oh my gosh, what a save by Watt. They are doing everything in their power to make sure they do not lose this in regulation, it seems. 1-1, 35 seconds left to play. If nobody scores, we are going to see another overtime matchup in this Monarchs team.
30 seconds left on the clock, and now we have a potential to keep this 1-1 or go into overtime here. But
they need to do something here. They cannot be in their zone.
Yeah, as you see, all three of us were in that defensive position now. We just got to work our way up around the map and spread out as a team and use that mechanics that we were using last game. And that was a great shot, but now Antics
just a bit wide, and here
they
comes
do get the
Antics.
demo off, and it is an open net, but we do get a save from Kilo. Now
final seconds here. There's a shot from Antics, but it's going to go above the net. Final touch. There's a shot from Manny in front. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
No.
That was a literal buzzer
Manny
beater.
with the shot brings it down right at the crossbar. Antics there to shut it out. And Bruton Parker at the buzzer. They steal game one, 2-1.
Yeah, and as we talked about prior to this matchup, as you see, Bruton Parker is playing super aggressive. There's a lot of demos on their half where it was making it a lot tougher for Old Dominion to work around the map. But as you see, we were playing very defensive, and that's kind of like you talked about. It's going to hurt us in the end, and it really did because all three of us were playing the defensive position.
I just want to point out, 13 shots Bruton Parker had. Old Dominion only had 2. 13-2 in shots on both sides. I mean, that tells you everything about you need to know about that game. Old Dominion just did not have any opportunities offensively. And I said it earlier in the game, they needed to get it out of the zone or it was going to eventually cost them. And that was the case in that situation as they got the buzzer beater. And we're right back in the thick of things. Game 2, Old Dominion needing to win out in this series if they want to continue playing in the winners bracket. But we'll see what they can do here. They're going to have to fight back off of that buzzer beating loss. And as we're talking about that, Soul with the first goal. So Bruton Parker starting off early in this one with a 1-0 advantage. So you got to like that for them. But Old Dominion just doesn't have anything going for them at the moment here as Bruton Parker in sole control of the series.
Yeah, 12 seconds in the match, and you see Soul was just got that shot on the goal, allowing the Old Dominion to get that 1-0 lead. But as you see, we're going to win that 50-50 push off here. Now they are going to just start playing that aerial type where Manny is going to be in our goal, trying to just play hard, like a hard car to get, where Old Dominion is going to be very tough to get out of this defensive position, because you see Bruin Parker is just playing that very aggressive role, keeping that ball in our half, and Kiowa losing that 50, allowing Bruin Parker to get that shot on goal, but they do not allow that curl. Going to get it out, and that is a shot and an arrow from Manny, and he does miss, but it's a save from Justin. That's a great save from him. Antics going to be playing our back left corner.
And it'll be right in front of it again,
but he misses perfect, but we do get the demo from Justin, which is very unfortunate on his half. But Curl comes back and gets a demo, which is perfect. Now we just have to use that to our advantage. Justin going up for the arrow. He does lose it, and I think that's going to be a shot.
It might be a chance. Here comes Manny with the shot. A big save from Curl. Another chance for Bruton Parker to extend the lead, but nothing going at the moment. Here comes Sol with the shot, and a big save from Justin. So keeping it at 1-0 in favor of Bruton Parker. Here comes Curl left side. Not going to be able to do much with it, actually, as it'll be on the opposite side of the field now. They'll move over to the right side. And in Watt at midfield trying to contest.
Yeah, it's a little dynamic change so far with the Old Dominion, but they are going to try to progress up the map. Curl going to be on a one-on-one situation against Manny. He does win it, getting that out of our half. Now Kiwa going to set it up for the mid, probably going to set it up for his teammates, but
what a play by Manny, though.
Does get it out of their half. Now Old Dominion's going to keep in the mid section. Antics going up for the aerial, and he does lose it against Curl. Curl going to start using that to his advantage, but he does lose it because he ran out of boost there. Got to prioritize that boost, guys. You know, you gotta work around the map.
Old Dominion not having anything going their way at the moment here. Bruton Parker just in sole control. Here comes Watt with a chance, not being able to get the center. Curl trying to assist on the left side. He will get a center going, but it'll be hit away, as you can see that I believe it was Sol there to get it away. You can see Justin with the shot opportunity, but it is saved there from Sol once again. Another defensive play from Sol, keeping their lead at 1. 2.5 already gone by in this one. Old Dominion needs a goal. They need 2 goals if they want to win this one at the moment. And there's a shot from Manny off of the post. A second chance missed as it goes wide. Curl gets demolition in the process. Another chance as it'll be saved by Watt again. And Antics with the opportunity, and Sol trying to get something going above the net. And Keel Watt is going to hit it out. It's in front, but it'll be defended once again from the Monarchs. Justin's going to get demolition. Here comes Antics, the left side. He's going to miss the touch, and Curl's going to try to get it out of the zone. It's not going to be getting out, and it'll be off the crossbar, and Antics will hit the down bar. So the bar down will be in favor for Bruton in that play, and they are going to extend their lead to 2-0. So Old Dominion now needs 2 goals in these next 2 minutes if they want to potentially force an overtime in this one.
Yeah, what I'm seeing a lot from Bruin Parker is that they're sending all 3 of their guys to our net there and try to get that demo off. They had like 4 or 5 demos in our net as they were trying to score there. But Old Dominion just got to spur it out to not allow Bruin Parker to play that aggressive type. And it seems going well so far. Antics going to get the shot on goal, but he does not. As you see, Curl misses, but Antics almost gets the save. And it's an open. It's an open from Manny.
There's 3 chances there from Bruton Parker. It's just unfortunate. He had Antics. He had 1 shot. He had 2 shots. And then you had the third one right there from Manny to close it out. And Bruton Parker 3-0, 140 left to play. Still a lot of time here for the Monarchs to come back. But like we mentioned before this coming into this series, this Bruton Parker team was a very tough team, and it really showed out last week against Old Dominion, and it really just doesn't seem like that is not going to be any different this week, because it just seems that Bruton Parker has it out for Old Dominion in these 2 weeks that they've been playing. But nonetheless, Bruton Parker playing pretty solid this afternoon as they are looking to solidify their 2-0 sweep here in round number 2 as they gain another goal. As you can see, Sol will get the goal for for Bruton Parker, my mistake. And Antics there with an assist. And they are just in sole control of this one, as Old Dominion just hasn't been able to do anything offensively. They've just been on their zone the majority of this series. And you can see another shot there from Antics. A big save from Justin. You got to credit Justin for his effort defensively. He's been the lifeline for them back in the net, but just not in this series. Bruton Parker has had it out for this Monarch team, and you can see the bump and the bounce right over the head of the defender. Antics will get the goal, so that'll be his 2nd goal of this game as they extend the lead to 5-0. So with under a minute to play, the Monarchs on the brink of going to the losers bracket.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate play style for Old Dominion. You know, having to adapt to that type of play style from Bruin Parker. They haven't been able to play offensively as much in these last 2 matches, where Bruin Parker has had a lot more shots on goal. They played more aggressively. They played more offensively than Old Dominion has, to where they haven't had any shots on goal, and it's kind of a detriment for Old Dominion here. Now it's looking kind of rough, but we are going to be probably going to losers bracket because of how Bruin Parker is being up 5-0 in the matchup. It's 30 seconds left on the clock. It's just a very unfortunate loss for Old Dominion here.
And as we speak about going into the losers bracket, we do have a potential opponent that we will be playing. And you can see Justin with a big goal there, the assist from Curl. So a big goal for Old Dominion in the final seconds of this one. They get one right back, so they will not be shut out here in game number 2. So that'll be their second goal of this entire series itself. That could really tell you a lot just by hearing that statement. But going back to my point, looking ahead to the losers bracket, it seems that Old Dominion will be facing the winner of UGA Red and Pitt Panthers, which the winner was Georgia. So the University of Georgia, the red team, will be the next opponent for this Old Dominion team as they are looking to advance further into this bracket, but on the loser side of things. But in the final second here, let's see what can transpire here. But at the most fact, I mean, the default fact, I mean, Bruton Parker is going to have the victory nonetheless. So 5-1 in favor of Bruton Parker, 2-0 in favor of the series for them. They advance. The Monarchs go to the losers bracket, and they will be facing off against Georgia Red. So nothing really entertaining about that series. Bruton Parker just had it out for Old Dominion the entire way, and they just maintained the pressure on both sides and only gave up 2 goals. They really didn't have to do much defensively. ODU only had the 2 shots in that first game. I'm not exactly sure what the shot count was in that second game, but I'm pretty sure it was probably similar from what we saw in the first one. But really nothing much going on for the Monarchs offensively, and got to give your props to Bruton Parker.
Yeah, they played that super well to where Old Dominion was not able to play offensively at all, and just allowing them to just keep playing a lot of shots on goal, play more as a team. And as I mentioned before, they literally had all 3 players up on our net to where they would get demos off or just bump them off to goal, allowing them to be up 5-1 or whatever the series count for our last match was. But it is a tough loss, but we are going to be going into this losers bracket against Georgia.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can do a little comeback regain here. It's a new series, new play style. So let's see what Old Dominion can do here.
Yeah, we're going to see what happens there after the break. But before we go into the break, Old Dominion, they did win their last series against Northwestern 2-0. So now they are facing against Ohio Northern in their next series, which is round 3 of the winners bracket. So at the break, you guys will be seeing their showcase of gameplay going on in the background. But we will see you guys after the break as Old Dominion will be facing off against Georgia Red in the losers bracket. All right, and welcome back, folks. We are here between Old Dominion and Georgia Red. It is the losers bracket, round number 2 between these two teams. The team that loses series will be eliminated from this qualifier in general. The winner will move on to losers round 3. So Old Dominion looking to bounce back off of that pretty tough 2-0 decisive loss there against Bruton Parker once again.
Yeah, we talked about Bruton Parker prior to the matchup, and we knew it was going to be a tough matchup for Old Dominion. And I mean, it really showed from Bruton Parker's half, where they were very, very aggressive of not allowing Old Dominion to play any offensive positioning at all. So hopefully we do regain from that 2-0 loss. You know, since we are in losers, this is a do or die type of thing. But Justin does score 45 seconds into the round. That's a great
What a
start.
setup from Watt there.
Yeah, that was a great play from Watt, and he just sets it up perfectly for Justin. But as I'm speaking on the loser bracket, if Old Dominion wants to keep the dream alive, they need to start winning every match they play against for these next coming matches.
Yep.
They are starting it pretty hot so far. 45 seconds into the matchup, they do score, as we do get a demo from Keo, but that does not mean anything. That is a great start on our half, playing that defensive role, trying to play up against their map.
And Kiowa, it's actually going to win that 50 against Alamo of Georgia. So Old Dominion has a little bit of offensive success on their end at the moment here, as they're just maintaining the pressure. As you can see, Justin will move it into the zone. There's the center in front. Can Curl get the shot? He will get the shot, and there's the goal. So a big opportunity there for the Monarchs to get up 2-0. Justin moves it up the field. He will win that 50, and Curl is there to get the shot off. I believe it was defended just a bit, but not enough to get it out of the zone, as Alamo not being able to get much off of it. And Curl gets the goal to give Old Dominion the 2-0 advantage here with 1:17 already gone by.
Yeah, that was a great setup from Curl. You know, he got the positioning in the mid, and he was able to get that shot on goal. So that was a perfect play from Old Dominion here. Being up 2-0 in the matchup, now they are going to try to just defend this 2-0 lead, not allowing...
Try not to make no mistakes.
Yeah, no mistakes here. The Old Dominion needs to just keep playing it up. But Keo is trying to get a shot on goal.
He had an open lane for a split second there. There's a second chance there from Justin, but it's going to be off the right side. So unfortunate for Old Dominion not being able to capitalize on that opportunity to possibly extend it to a 3-0 lead. But you can see the offensive pressure still maintaining. Keo Watt maintaining on right side, and Curl's there at midfield to keep it in the zone. There's a demolition from Watt as well, and Alamo will have a hit, and he'll get demolition as well, but he'll hit it off the wall. It'll be a left side, so a little bit of an opportunity there for Georgia at the moment, but Justin and his Monarch team just trying to play some defense, and here they come left side once again. You can see it'll be in the corner as Alamo trying to defend it. Curl there with an opportunity, hits it into the zone. It'll be in front, but nobody's there to defend, and there's Watt with a save as it switches sides of the field, and there's a big shot from Koopa Troopa as he will get the goal. So unfortunate, as Alamo had the first shot there on net, not going to be able to do much as it'll be saved from Watt, but Justin not being able to save that second shot from Koopa Troopa, and UGA on the board here with 2:37 left to play.
Yeah, that position from Dan there was very unfortunate. He was able to save the ball just a little bit, but allowing the ball to just get in and allowing UGA to score there. Now that just positioning is just a mishap. You know, it happens here and there, but now we're going to try and get it on to their half curl. Up for the arrow. He wins the 50. Now, oh, Keo set up for the mid, but just Dan does lose the 50. Now Keo is trying to save it, allowing
another chance. Oh, man, what a save.
Great save from Keo and Kuro there. Now Keo has no boost, so now he's going to try to work around the map and help his team out. Probably going to play more defensively here since he has no boost, but Koopa Troopa losing the 50. Kuro trying to set it up. Probably going to set it up for Keo here.
Switch the sides of the field here. At midfield, here comes this opposition as they're moving up here, as Exotic trying to get something out in front. Not going to do much, as Koopa Troopa will move back into his corner. And Keo right there trying to get a center. He'll get credit with the shot, though, but it'll be safe from Alamo. Here comes Koopa Troopa with the chance here, and there's a shot on net, but a big save from Curl. Another shot above the crossbar.
Wow.
Another great opportunity there from UGA to possibly tie this. But with 90 seconds left to play, it's still 2-1. There's a big chance, and there's a shot from Curl. And we were just going to talk about the chance there from Dan for putting it up, but Curl is there to put it away as the Monarchs will extend the lead to 3-1. A big assist there from Justin, but it seemed that Justin would have possibly had a shot there himself. But Curl is there to put it away to give him the 3-1 advantage with 90 seconds left to play.
Yeah, just Dan utilizing his car a little bit more, mobilizing it to where he was able to set up for Just Dan or for Kuro to able to get that shot on goal there. But now a minute 20 left. We're gonna be up 3-1. Now Old Dominion just gotta just keep this ball outside of our half. Now Kuro gonna go for the aerial. He does miss slightly, but he's gonna be able to set it up for Kyo. Now Kuro might be able to set it here. Kyo does get the demo here. Just Dan setting up the ball straight up for Kyo. Setting up the ball to mid, and Just Dan almost has a shot on goal, but it is set up for Kuro. Kuro misses the goal, but Koopa Troopa does get a save there. Now Kuro gets the demo off, 2v3. Now Kuro going for the arrow, setting it up for his team, but it is going to be saved from Exotic. Koopa Troopa trying to just utilize it and move around the map, but he's going to give us the ball. Kuro, a one-on-one situation, gets the ball out of Alamo's hands. Now they're going to be setting it up for Kua. He's going to be just trying to play this here, and he does lose the 50-50, but Just Dan left and goal. He does boost it out. Now Kuro going to be up against the wall. Open net.
Good bounce.
That's a great goal from Kuro, putting us up 4-1. 24 seconds left on the clock. Now that is a victory on Old Dominion's half. They played this first matchup so well, utilizing the team dynamics, setting it up for one another, and you see it's a different pace change against what they played against Bruin Parker.
Just a drastic change in effort offensively for this Old Dominion team. Coming out of that bad loss against Bruton Parker in the last match, not being able to do much in that series whatsoever. Probably didn't even get 5 shots overall against Bruton Parker in that series. But they come back out into this series against probably a pretty tougher opponent in UGA Red, and they've just been able to do much more with their offensive attack, and they've been able to capitalize off of it. And Curl, another hat trick this afternoon, being able to do what he can to help his team achieve success, and 9 shots to account for the Old Dominion team. 3 shots for every member of that. So you got to love to see the balancing of attack on every member for that team, but overall just an all-around attack for Old Dominion throughout that game, and being able to do a lot with it and being able to score many goals in that first one. And you gotta like what you see early on in the series.
Yeah, the performance from Old Dominion is definitely a different pace change from when they played against Bruton Parker. They were able to allow them to play the offensive role, and it allowed, Kuro to get that hat trick there, and allowing Just Dan to get that goal, leading up to 4-1. Now they are going to go to match 2 here. Now we are going to go into a 1-0 lead in the series. Now Old Dominion just got to prioritize.
Oh my goodness, what a shot.
6 seconds into the round. Like, that is a great play from him. Alamo setting it up for him. Now Kuro going to put up mid, and then Keo does get a shot. Open net.
What a great start for Old Dominion. Kiowa with the first goal. Only 6 seconds gone by. Unfortunate kickoff for UGA to start this game, in a game where they need to win to force a game 3 potentially. But Old Dominion, you got to love the start for them, as they're looking to decisively just bounce back in the series and not even have to worry about a game 3. But let's see what Koopa Troopa can do, as he's trying to get something set up for UGA to possibly tie here. But it'll be on the opposite corner, as Kiowa is possibly going to get there, get out of the zone. And UGA will hit it right back in the zone. Koopa Troopa trying to get something going in center, but nothing much. As we can hear yelling out in the arena, it seems that JV is having a lot of success going their way and their quarterfinal game. So it looks like they might be on the verge of possibly earning a spot in the winter semifinals in this bracket. So a lot of great news on their end of the bracket. But nonetheless, back to the varsity here. And there's a big shot from Alamo, but a big save from Curl. So a great shot from Alamo, but just a much greater save from Curl in that situation. And it keeps the game 1-0 as we got a minute gone by already.
Yeah, the team dynamics from Old Dominion has worked so well. Open net, but Alamo does save it. Curl going to try to win this 50. He does win the 50. Now he tries to set it up, but he doesn't. Alamo going to be in a one-on-one against Keo. Keo saves it here. Just Dan going flying through.
He's just playing with them. He's just playing with them.
And then Keo just toying with UGA's entire team right now, but Just Dan playing up a little too far.
The overextend.
The overextend from Just Dan allowing UGA to score there, which is very unfortunate. 3:31 left on the clock, but now Old Dominion needs to keep their structure intact, where they just need to play more as a team here.
Unfortunate there. I mean, we talked about this before we even got into any of the games. We talked about varsity needed to make sure that they do not overextend, because it has costed them in the past before, and you can see that it will cost them there as well. And you can see a shot there, possibly. Kielwatt was going to keep it in the zone in the corner, actually. It'll be centered, but it'll be safe from Alamo, and Curl is not going to be able to get a good angle on that shot. So it'll go right out to midfield, and here comes Exotic as he'll miss his shot, actually. So Curl and Justin trying to get something going, and then Curl is just going to have an open lane, and he'll just hit it right in. No defense there to oppose him, and Curl with another goal for Old Dominion as they jump out to a 2-1 advantage once again in this game.
Yeah, that was a great play from Justin and Kuro. Justin trying to play that decoy type player where he was thinking that he was in the ball past him, but no, he was trying to actually demo one of them in goal, allowing Kuro to score that. Now Kuro's going to go up against the wall, setting up an aerial flip reset here, and he almost gets it. It's a very unfortunate, but now Koopa Troopa going to be saving that, playing the mid area.
Oh, here's a chance. Ooh.
That's a very that was a great shot on goal from Old Dominion, but Alamo is now going to be set up in the air. Koopa Troopa does get a shot. He does miss, but now Old Dominion has a chance to have an open net.
Keel Watt's going to set.
Keel just playing phenomenally this game, allowing Old Dominion to go 3-1 in the series. Now 2:42 left on the clock. Now Old Dominion just needs to just play more tag, more structurally as a team, just to keep this win, so they can keep progressing throughout the bracket.
A great effort from Keel Watt. He has 2 goals in this game off of 4 shots, and he also has a great save to account as well. So he is playing phenomenal for this Old Dominion team as they have the 2-goal advantage. Halfway already gone by in this matchup. 2:30 left to play. UGA needs 2 goals to potentially force an overtime. They need 3 goals to win it at the moment here, and Koopa Troopa with the shot on goal, but a big save from Curl. There's another chance from Exotic, but another save from from Keel Watt actually. And here comes Curl moving up left side of the field as they'll try to get another attack going. It'll be bounced in front off the back wall. Keel Watt with a shot, and can he get the hat trick? Won't be able to do so. It'll bounce off the right wall. Here comes just down to the chance, and it'll be onto the left wall as they're going to try to get a chance there from Curl, and he's going to miss the shot. It'll be in front. Keel Watt with another shot, and there's the hat trick. Throw the hats out for Keel Watt. His first hat trick of the day, and that is a big goal from Keel Watt as they jump out ahead 3 goals, and they are looking to close things up in this series and 2 games.
Yeah, that was a great, phenomenal play from Keel Watt. Just getting that aerial, trying to get that ball up in the air. Now, he does win the 50 off this start. Now, he's going to grab that 50 boost from their back right corner. He does lose the gunfight, but Koopa Troopa going to be trying to play more defensively, and Nikuro does miss the aerial. I think that's an open net, but no, Keel just going to save it. Justin going to be playing more defensively here. Now they're going to try to just work their way up the map. 140 left on the clock. Now, that was a great save from Exotic. Now Justin going to just try to keep playing more as a nuisance around the map, trying to just allow them to just keep scoring more goals. And Keel Watt scoring his 4th goal in the matchup so far. What a great play from him overall.
Man, someone get that dude a Caniac combo because he's earning it in this one. My goodness, 5-1 for the Monarchs. They are looking to end this series here. 90 seconds left to play. Highly unlikely UGA is going to come back and score 4 goals on this Monarch team as good as their defense has been playing. But anything can happen in Rocket League, and we're going to see in this final minute 15. But Old Dominion, they're going to be looking ahead to a potential round 3 matchup. It's going to be exciting for them as they're going to try to battle their way through the losers bracket. We currently do not know who the winner of the next matchup is going to be. It is either going to be the winner of Alabama versus Virginia Wesleyan. But we did get a little bit of an update on the JV game. They are going to the winners semifinals, so a huge win over Ohio Northern. Woo. And as we're speaking about that, Curl with another goal to solidify this victory for the Monarchs, 6-1, as they have just been in complete control. But back to JV, they are going to the winners semifinals. They are 3-0 already this afternoon. That is a huge boost for their team, especially for the performance they showcased last week. You got to love that for them as they will be in the semifinals facing off against the winner of USF Gold or PNW Black. So we will be awaiting the winner of that JV semifinal matchup, which will be taking place later on this afternoon. But back to the game at hand here. 35 seconds left to play. Old Dominion, they're just going to have to play mistake-free here in the final seconds here. Just do what you can to make sure that you can ensure that you guys don't do too much to cost yourselves in a little bit and just gain as much momentum going into that next game in round number 3 of this losers bracket.
Yeah, now we are 6-1, 7-1 from Keel.
There's the
dropping
5th goal. What
5 goals.
That was a back car goal. Like, just look at the angle he shoots this ball.
he gave a little bump.
He gave it the bumper.
He gave it the bumper.
He gave him the bumper. 5 goals from Keel Watt. My goodness.
Yeah, he's really stepping up to the plate now. Being that substitute player, he's really shown against this UGA match. He's been playing
What a
phenomenally
save
all
from
day.
Watt as well. Defensively, Watt is just all over the place. Keo Watt is having the game of his life at the moment here on both sides of the field. Final seconds to play here.
And this is a great 2-0 victory from Old Dominion here. Now they are going to be progressing up against this losers bracket round 3 here. We don't know who they are going to be playing against so far, but
it's either Alabama or Virginia Wesleyan. And we were talking about this in the break before we came back on for this game. It'd be interesting to see that Virginia Wesleyan game being potentially be the next one on the match our list of things to cast. But I mean, you never know. I mean, Alabama is Alabama. I mean,
yeah.
if you don't know who Alabama is, you better get accustomed to them, because Alabama is definitely one of the top schools in the entire nation. Doesn't matter in what. I mean, it's just Alabama.
It's just Alabama's just always going to be them. So that's a great play from Old Dominion, being 2-up on that series. Now they are going to be progressing through. So hopefully, if we keep this mentality change and keeping this comeback season, I think Old Dominion could win this in the loser brackets.
Yeah, so they're gonna be in losers round 3. If you got for you guys that did watch the stream last week, they did get to losers bracket round 4 before losing last week. So it'll be interesting to see how far they can progress through the losers bracket here. But then again, they did progress more in the winners bracket than what we had seen last week. So a bit of improvement on both ends here. But nonetheless, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to get prepared for our next lobby, and we're going to await the winner of the Virginia Wesleyan and Alabama game. But in the meantime, we hope you guys will enjoy some more of JV Showcased. So we'll be right back after the break. All right, and welcome back, folks. We hope you guys have been enjoying our showcase of JV gameplay through that BRB. They are currently in the winners semifinals in a best-of-5 series against USF Gold. So we will keep you guys updated as we will continue to cast our varsity matchup here, as they will be facing against the University of Alabama here in losers bracket of round number 3. So Old Dominion looking to get further in this bracket here, and they're going to have a tough test here as Alabama with an early score 23 seconds into the game. The aerial above Kiowa in the process there, and you can see Gray is there with the goal. So Alabama jumping out ahead early in the series. So we'll see what the Monarchs can do, as they're going to be down a goal early on, and after what we saw from them last game, you're going to kind of hope to see a little bit of a remnants of that offense that we saw from last game. So we're going to see what happens here. Big save from Kiowa to start this, and then Kiowa Curl with a big demolition there to give him a man advantage early on. But Alabama just maintaining pressure here offensively.
Yeah, Old Dominion is going to be still in this best-of-3 series, so they're going to be playing 3 matches if it ever goes to that. So they need to just keep a tight structure when they're playing against the University of Alabama. You see, Alabama is one of those teams that is very tough so far, as they're getting a lot of shots on goal, just allowing Old Dominion not to play that offensive role. But as you see, Curl going up their back right net, and he does get it to Gray, and Gray's going to get the shot off, but Kiowa does get the save, but he does miss that. And it could be a save from Curl. Curl does hit the ball. Now they just need to progress up the map. Kiowa is going to probably get this save here. But Alabama is going to be just kind of just doubling up against that ball. Just stand up in the air, try to get it off. But Chandler is going to get that, basically that shot off net, basically in Gray. Going to be just playing more defensively against Curl. He does get it set it to their back right net. But Kiowa going to be setting it up here. Just slightly a little bit off to get that shot on net.
A little bit of a chance there for Old Dominion there, but not being able to get it on net, as it'll go into the right corner. And Chandler getting it up the zone for Alabama. And you can see Justin will get a demolition on Trizen of Alabama to give him a man up, and Kiowa with the save in the process there. So they're just going to have to play defense. And Kiowa with another save, but not able to get a good touch off that save, as Trizen will capitalize off of the shot. And Alabama jumping out 2-0 early on in game 1 here. And that was a great attempt there from Kiowa, but he really just didn't have much going, as his momentum was going into the net and not being able to go outwards where you could hit the ball away from going in. But nonetheless, Alabama has the decisive control here and tries them with another goal off of the kickoff. So the demolition gives them an open lane, and they're just going to have an open net, as Trizen will get his hat trick already. So 2 minutes already gone by in this game, and Trizen has 3 goals netted for this Crimson Tide team, as they are just looking to have complete control of game 1 so far.
Yeah, Trizen seems like one of those players that he knows what he's doing around the map. Obviously getting that hat trick 3 minutes into the match, and he's just trying to play that and give it off net. But Curl, great save from him, but it's going to be a tough positioning, and just Dan and Kiowa just trying to save it from the ball getting in their net.
Oh my goodness.
Great.
Kami is just there with
just
big
getting that shot on the net, and now leading 4-0 against Old Dominion here. It's a tough situation, but we do have 2:41 left in the match, so we could make a slow comeback. But Old Dominion does not need to start trying to play that offensive role and start getting more shots on the net. But Gray isn't just playing more. And Kiowa does save the ball. Curl getting it out of their side. Kiowa up in the aerial, gonna send it off to Just Dan. Just Dan loses the 50-50 there. Curl only one in defense.
Not much of a good touch there from Curl, though. And it'll be in the zone, as Trizen will have a center, a perfect center in that case. So good bounce out of that corner. And Trizen will also get a demolition in the process. Here comes Gray Kami, as Arrow can get a shot on net under the corner. What an aerial attempt that was. And you can see Alabama just being Alabama at the moment here. They are just controlling this match. Chandler will get demolition from Curl in the process. Here comes Gray Kami again. He'll win the 50 there in the aerial, and he'll get the corner, and he'll center it for anybody. Nobody is there to get the goal there, so no shot attempts off of that opportunity. Tries him with a big save off of Kiowa, and it'll be another chance for Alabama, as there's a center, and it'll be saved from Kiowa again. And here comes Curl trying to get out of the zone. He will get out of the zone, and it'll move up the left side. There's actually a chance there for Curl. The upside down. Here comes the shot, and there's another save from Chandler in the process. So the second save from Chandler keeps the game tied, keeps the game at 4-0, and keeps the shutout going for Alabama at the moment here, and Curl with a big save. 120 left to play, and Chandler trying to get something going for Alabama. But at the moment, this Crimson Tide team just has all the momentum riding on their end. And there's an opportunity there from Just Dan with Curl with setting him up, but not going to do much. And they overextend there from Old Dominion, leaves it wide open, and Chandler is there to tap it right in. And Alabama out 5 ahead as they are just doing what they know best, and they're just dominating. And you can see a little bit of style points there as he was just traveling upside down into the net. So Alabama.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to show off now, being up, having that 5-0 lead. Minute left, so it's looking a little tough so far. But Old Dominion just needs to start playing more dynamically together. As you see, the University of Alabama is playing really well together. You know, setting up the goals, getting the pinches together. They're just playing this really overall pretty well. Now the Old Dominion knew what they were going to get themselves into, so this is a round one type of information that they're going to get as they're going to get set up for this matchup too.
So what we will see here in the final 35 seconds, Alabama in complete control of this one, just trying to kill the time here. And there's another setup, and Trizen with another goal. So Trizen with 4 goals in this matchup of the 6 for the Crimson Tide, and they are just decisively beating this Old Dominion team. 6-0 in favor for Alabama in game 1 of this best-of-3 series. You'd hope to see a little bit more from the Monarchs, but offensively, they've just not been able to do anything of any sort. And you can see Curl with the demolition there. 25 seconds left to play.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of demos from both sides, you know, mainly from University of Alabama. They've been playing demo heavy so far, allowing it being a little difficult for Old Dominion to move around the map. But there's 10 seconds left on the clock, and it's going to be a match victory for University of Alabama. So hopefully we just use this as a lesson learned. Keela does get a goal with 2 seconds left on the clock, but that's not going to do too much for Old Dominion here.
6-1, 2 seconds left to play. A little bit of a moral victory for Old Dominion in the last seconds. They're not going to get shut out in this first game here, but definitely a lot of work ahead of them if they want to have a chance in this series. 6-1 is definitely not going to cut it as Alabama takes game 1 in decisive fashion behind the 4 goals of Trizen. And if you're going to do anything about this Alabama offense, the first thing you need to do is definitely stopping Trizen. And another thing to point out, they had 17 shots on goal in that game. Eight of them was from one of their players. I'm not sure exactly which player it was, but you had Trizen with his 5 shots, 4 of those being goals. I mean, there's not like that's enough as it is. Like, there's only so much you can do in that situation, and Alabama just had their number, and it's not being able to capitalize.
Yeah, this Alabama roster has played really well offensively. Obviously, that 17 shots on goal, 7 of them being on net, and it's just a lot for the Old Dominion squad, and it just hasn't allowed Old Dominion to play that offensive role. But we are gonna get back in this match too here. Just Dan gonna be starting off pretty hot here, but he does get demoed off the jump 5 seconds in. But we are gonna see University of Alabama get the shot on net. Just Dan does save it from that demo that he was in, but now he does miss the 50-50. Kuro does win it though, trying to regain it back. No boost, but he is gonna lose it. Has no ball, but he's gonna try to make it back. But Gray does get a shot on net, but Just Dan does save it. But Chandler gonna try to set up for his team, and it is.
Oh my gosh, what a chance for Trizen, and he's gonna get it out for his team, but nobody is there to possibly get a shot there. So Old Dominion staving off the pressure early on, and Alabama just maintaining their offensive attack. Here they come once again. Trizen with the angle, and there's a shot on net, but it's saved there from Just Dan, and they'll get it out of the zone. They might have a chance on the open net there, but Kami is there to defend it, and can Just Dan keep it in the zone? He won't. Kielwatt will hit it up and try to set Curl up, but not a good touch from Curl himself, as it'll be back at midfield. And the overextend is going to cost them, as Trizen will have an open lane. Nobody's there to defend it, and Alabama jumps out 1-0 in this matchup, as they're looking to close the series in 2 games and eliminate the Monarchs from this qualifier.
Yeah, Alabama wants this game to be done and over with, so that Trizen, you know, being that type of player who has been just getting any shot that he has, he's going to take. So obviously he's going to do whatever he can for this Alabama roster to win. But Old Dominion, they are going to be down 1 goal, but they do need to do something to change this to keep themselves alive in this losers bracket run. Justin going to be setting up. He does lose the 50, but Kuro does win it. He's going to set it up for his team, but it's going to be set in their back left corner. They just get it out and just transition over to the map. But Justin going to go for the aerial, set it up for Kuro, and he does get a shot off net, but great. It does save it for his team. But now Old Dominion needs to be set back, and they just need to do a little reset. Chandler go for the aerial, but Curl does win it, leading them to go in their back left net. But now Trizen going to go get a bump. He does get a demo off on Justin. Oh, and it's a shot that does not land on the net. Curl going up. He does get above it, but...
Oh, what a chance.
Off
of the post. Oh, no. Kiowa had the ultimate chance to tie this game at 1, but it is off the post. And Chandler hits it off of the corner of the post, and it'll bounce right in. So unfortunate for the Monarchs on a sequence of events that just happened right there. They hit the post themselves of potentially tying this game, and they come right back down the field, and Alabama hits the post, and it bounces right in for them. So unfortunate on both ends of the field for the Monarchs as they give away another goal, and they are now down 2-0 with less than 3 minutes to play, and they need to win this one if they want to prevent eliminations so far in this one.
Yeah, 2 minutes left, 2:45 left on the clock. We're only down by 2 goals, so this is still a potential run for us. But Old Dominion just needs to start playing and getting more shots on the net. If they can't do that, then University of Alabama is definitely going to win this.
And in the defensive zone, once again, Crow trying to get some boost, trying to help out on the left side there. It'll still be in the zone, but Justin will hit it right up as Alabama will defend it. I think it's Chandler. It'll be in front of the net. Nobody's there to touch it. Unfortunate miss from Curl. He had the opportunity to have the angle on net to potentially get it in that left corner, but he misses it. Unfortunately, there's a setup, though, and there's Curl with a shot and a big save from Chandler. And there's another second chance from Keel, but he's not going to be able to do much with it as Gray will win the 50 there, and Chandler will hit it past midfield. There's an opportunity from Trizen, and it'll be saved there from Kami. Kami will actually be credited with the shot. A big save from Kiowat once again, so the Monarchs still down 2-0. They've had multiple chances in this one, but they haven't been able to capitalize. Let's see what they can do in the final 150 here. And there's a shot there from Curl, but it'll be just a little left of the corner of the net, and it'll not go in. 140 left to play in this matchup, and you can see that Alabama is getting back into the zone, trying to get something in front. Not going to be able to do much. Kiowat with a setup, but not going to be able to do much. Curl with the shot, not going to go far. Justin try to get something going, and you can see Chandler will get the best of that 50 there, and he'll move it upfield as Kiowat will have to defend it once again. Not too bad of a touch there, but it'll still be in the zone as Curl will move it upfield once again. 1:15 to play here. Monarchs need some goals. And Kiowat with a shot there, and is saved from Chandler once again. Curl with a demolition, a man down at the moment for the Crimson Tide. Can they set something up? Just down in the corner. It'll be a center. It'll fall right in front of the net. Can someone get there to close it out? Won't be able to do so. 1 minute to play. Here comes Great Kami right down the field for Alabama. They're looking to get the dagger in this one. There's a shot there above the net. And,
yeah,
and the Monarchs is still just maintaining.
Old Dominion is just struggling here, trying to keep that ball out of their net. But at University of Alabama is playing that very offensive role, and it's really showing. Kami with the save,
Big
trying
save
to.
There.
Yeah, it was a great save from Kami, but it's just very difficult. 30 seconds left on the clock, trying to score 2 goals, and Trizen almost had a double wall hit and trying to get that on net. But Chandler is going to be playing more up, trying to get up. But Curl does get the save here. But now he's just trying to get the ball in their middle, tries and gets a save, trying to work it around the map. But we did just try to go for a pinch there, and it almost kind of worked. But 10 seconds left on the clock, and it's a very unfortunate loss for Old Dominion here. But it is what it is. University of Alabama was that one team that was very,
final goal. Oh.
very, very offensive, and it really showed. Great plays from Trizen, Chandler, and Gray. They were playing and working around the map super well. You know, they had a lot of shots on goal, allowing Old Dominion to just keep playing that defensive position, which kind of hurt them in the end. Same thing what happened with Bruin Parker. They were playing very defensively, and it did not help them in the end, leading them to this 2-0 loss.
Yep. So Old Dominion, they are eliminated from this qualifier. In the varsity side, they did lose that match to Alabama, unfortunately, and they lost the match against Bruton Parker the match before in the winners bracket. But they still had a pretty good showing today. I think the varsity team still did pretty well, especially in a winners bracket. But when they faced Bruton Parker, their nemesis once again, they just weren't able to do much against him again this week, as the physicality and offensive attack from Bruton Parker was just too much for this Monarch team. But I mean, there's only so much you can do about the situation, and Alabama was just in control of that match too.
Yeah, that's just a very unfortunate loss in their half. I was very surprised with Kiowa's performance today. You know, him stepping up to that varsity role and trying to be the substitute for Go God.
Yeah.
I mean, who never knows if Go God was able to play today. You know, it could have been a lot different with the performance, but I am very proud of how they played today. Obviously, since we did go to that loser bracket run, they did play really well. Just little tweaks here and there, but obviously they have a long season ahead of them to where they can learn with one another and see how they can progress and become better players overall.
Yep. So varsity is done. We're done streaming varsity at the moment here. I think we are in the process of getting junior varsity set up, and we are going to get ready to go here as they are in the winter semifinal against USF Gold and a best of 5 series here. So we're going to take just a short break here, and then we'll jump in the thick of things. Oh, we're actually going to go right into games, so our production staff is letting us know. So thanks for that, as we will get right in the thick of things. And as we're speaking, USF up 2-0 in this series against Old Dominion. But it is 1-1 in Game 3 of this match. Old Dominion needs to win out if they want to win the series. And Yagami with a big goal there for USF. So an open lane off of the wall there. Yagami will get the shot right there. He'll have the angle and being able to capitalize, as Conjurer not being able to be in position for the defense there. See USF with a 2-1 advantage. 2:07 left to play here in Game 3, as the Monarchs are not trying to lose this one at the moment here. They're going to need to win Game 3 and Game 4 to force it out.
Yeah, being up 2-0 in a series, definitely in a best of 5 series, is definitely going to be definitely a struggle for Old Dominion. Now they just need to start bringing this back. But our JV team's doing really well so far. They've been played pretty well all day.
The 3-0 at the moment. Just
yeah,
a great performance from them all around.
And going to winter semis against you a top 15 tool as USF is, they're holding up against their own, and that's a very surprising performance. You know, being a JV roster, you don't expect a lot, but they are showing that they can still prove themselves for Old Dominion here.
And also another thing to point out in those victories, of the 3 victories they've had so far, we haven't been able to showcase, is the fact that they've not only have they been winning these games, but they've been winning these games decisively. We've had the 7-0 win, we've had an 8-0 win, we've had a 4-0 win. I mean, they've been winning very handily in their matches so far today. So you gotta love what you're seeing from the JV side of things here for ODU Esports. But nonetheless, they are down 2-0 in the series. They're gonna need a big comeback in this one, and they're going to need a goal in this final minute if they want to force an overtime potentially to face force a game 4 here.
Yeah, Old Dominion only to be down 1 goal with 45 seconds left on the clock. They just need to just get one more shot, work around the map and together, and not let USF get another goal. If they can bring this back into overtime, I think Old Dominion could bring this back and allow them to make a slow comeback in the series. But as you can see, Sean gonna go up in the air, trying to get it left, but he does not as they get the out. But it almost looked like a goal from Yagami. Yagami does save it there, but Ace trying to just get
in front. Oh no, it's on the left side though. Conjur's trying to get something work though.
Yeah, he's trying to work on the map here.
You see Elitix and Apig trying to help out as Conjura went back for a full boost in the process there. It'll come down to 10 seconds here. Old Dominion needs a goal here to force overtime, or they are going to be eliminated from the winter semis. And here's a shot, and there's a missed opportunity there in front for Apig. That's so unfortunate. They had the opportunity in front of the net, and Apig was not able to capitalize on the goal. And they are going to lose this series 3-0 to USF, as USF will advance. So Old Dominion, they lost this winter semifinal game, and they are going to drop into the losers quarterfinal matchup, unfortunately. But we weren't there for the first 2 games, so we didn't get to see how the first 2 games really transpired. But seeing how that one transpired, it seemed to be quite competitive on both ends of the field. And you see that at the very end there, Old Dominion had the chance to tie it up, potentially at the buzzer, but they weren't able to capitalize off of that shot from Apig. And unfortunately, they will lose their first game of the day, but they're not out of it just yet. It is a double elimination qualifier, so they will have another chance to try to make it deeper into this bracket. But unfortunate for the Monarchs in that situation.
Yeah, so they still have that chance to do the loser brackets run, so hopefully they can just regain from this. Obviously, they had a dominant performance in the winners bracket, but going against USF, it was a struggle being down 3-0. But now Old Dominion does have that losers bracket run. They potentially could come back and slowly make a return to make this and qualify in their bracket pool here. So let's just see how they can play more together as a team and what we can learn from these next few teams that they're going to be playing against here.
Yeah, so we could potentially be facing off against Northern Illinois. We could be potentially facing off against Indiana Tech, Stevens Esports, or Stevenson University or IUP Crimson. So a lot of teams to look forward to, but we're waiting on the results for those matches before we get ready for our match. So I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a little bit before we get into our next game here. But nonetheless, we hope you guys have been enjoying the ODU Esports stream so far. Varsity and JV have been showcased here for the CRL qualifier number 2. Varsity is eliminated for the rest of this afternoon, so we will be showcasing JV to go along for the rest of the stream. But they are in the losers quarterfinals now, and they will be awaiting their opponent after losing to USF Gold. So we're going to be taking a break here, and we're going to be getting ready for that match, which should be, I would say, about 15-20 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure on the time period, but we hope you guys are enjoying, and we'll see you guys after the break. All right, welcome back to ODU Esports. As we took quite a bit of an hour break, but nonetheless, we are back into the thick of things. It is a best of 5 series between Old Dominion and Stevens Esports, and this losers quarterfinal matchup. If you guys have been tuned in for the stream for quite a bit, it's been some time here for JV. They were doing some winning in the winners bracket, and then they lost to USF Gold. And you can see the goal from Stevens Esports right off the rip. So the 24 seconds gone by already, and Stevens Esports are already on the board. As they got the first opportunity off of the ceiling and being able to get the shot on goal. So Old Dominion down in this one early on.
Yeah, just a little recap. Old Dominion was up 3-0 on winners bracket until they went against USF in a best of 5 series. They lost that series 3-0 against them, so now they are in a loser bracket quarterfinals. So now they're going to be playing another best of 5 series against Stevens Esports for all the newcomers. So this is the loser brackets run to keep us in for a
big goal from Litix. A big goal from Litix, as well as being able to get assisted from APIG in the process there. And it seemed that player Dargos was just missed the ball on that situation on the wall, and APIG was able to give it over to Litix for the goal. So Old Dominion jumps right back with a goal of their own 14 seconds later, and they tie it up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, that's a great start to the series. 1-1 with 4:13 left in the match. Now, Old Dominion for our JV team has played really well today. You know, having 8-0, 7-0 sweeps against other teams. So they've been pretty dominant so far against that USF game. So hopefully we see a more dominant control in this loser bracket run against them. We do get a demo off from Ace. He's going to be in the left in a 2v3 situation. But now Lethix going to be up for a shot, leaving it middle for APIG, but A does not. He comes back down, gets to the center of the mid, but he has no hope. And leaving it out to Stevens Universe, out for an aerial, but he does lose that 50 there. So now Old Dominion is probably going to get that out of their 50 box. You just try to get push up against the map. APIG going to be left in a 1-1, loses it, and now Stevens Esports is going to be left in a situation where they can score here. But now Ace loses that 50-50 there, and now Beast comes in and he does get the goal bounce off with the assist from Old Dominion, which is very unfortunate.
There's just great opportunities left and right for this Stevens Esports team. They were able to get the center off and able to capitalize off of the center, but nonetheless, Old Dominion down 2-1 once again in this game already. So they are going to have to bounce back with another goal. They want to tie it up here, and Conjurer getting demolition right there, but APIG returning the favor with the demolition himself. So they'll move it right up the left side of the field here as Stevens Esports looking to try to get something going offensively once again. But it'll be switching sides of the field. It's being contested at midfield, but Litix is there to get a little bit of work going, and you can see the aerial work. And you see Conjure trying to get a shot off, but he's going to be it's going to be defended pretty well as Beast will get it out of the zone. And Apix is going to have to play in a corner to get it out, and he will do so at the moment. So Conjurer getting a center possibly is going to be defended. So trying to get something going offensively, but nothing really going as Apix will get a demolition and Litix will get caught with a demolition. So trade on both sides there with 2:40 to play here. Stevens in front 2-1.
Yeah, that's a great start from our defensive side. You know, blocking all those goals from Stevens Esports. You know, those aerials have came in a little bit clutch. We did see a little defensive action from both of our players, APIG. But now they do get a shot on open goal, but they did miss. And I don't know, we keep that out of our box. Beast up in the air, gonna go for a flip reset, and he does not get it. But that's a great save from us. Now it does leave it an open net from Temple, and now that Stevens Esports is going to be up 3-1 in the series. That was just a great setup from Beast, leading his teammate into a goal on our end. That was just very unfortunate from Old Dominion. There's no one really in the goal box, so to defend that.
Unfortunate for the Monarchs there. They jump back, get the tie in this game, then they give up 2 more goals. So unfortunate for the Monarchs as they are just trying to bounce back here in game number 1, but not being able to do much at the moment here as Stevens Esports has had the majority of the chances here. And unfortunate for the Monarchs, they're going to hit it in on their own as Beast will be credited with the goals. So unfortunate positioning will favor Stevens Esports in that situation, and it goes off of Litix, and it'll go right into the net as Stevens Esports increases the lead 2-4-1 in this series. So Old Dominion, they're going to have to win out in each series going forward if they don't want to be eliminated in this qualifier. So it's just going to be a matter of what they can do to bounce back in this series, because at the moment right now, Stevens is in full control.
Yeah, this Steven Esports team is showing a very dominant control around the map. They're both utilizing that offense and defensive side. But as you see, they're putting a lot more shots on the goal, unlike our Old Dominion team. But then we do get a shot from Lethix, but it does get saved from Beast. Now, Beast is going to probably take this up against the wall, leaving him in a 1v2 situation. But his teams are probably going to set him up for the mid. He does pass it down mid, and then you see Dargos in the middle, but he does not going to do anything with that, leaving his team. It does get a bump from his teammate. Now it just leaves us in a position where we can set a goal, but we do not get that opportunity. Ace going to send it up to his teammate on the back left corner, but he doesn't. He loses the 50-50 challenge, but that just leaves him in a better position from Lethix. Lethix going to get the shot on goal, but he does not from Beast. Beast does save that. Now they're going to start making pressure up against the map, leaving Apic on their half, putting them in a 2v2 situation. But now Apic is back in goal, going to leave Old Dominion in that position where he can just be in that power position to keep their team safe. He does get it out. Now Beast is going to be running it up against the wall, putting that back right corner for his team, but he does lose the 50-50 challenge against Lethix. So now we get to see them work around the map and play that defensive role from Old Dominion here.
Couple of demolitions for Stevens Esports on that, the sequence of events right there, and you could also see the shot being made there, but Ace Conjurer there forced to save. 35 seconds left to play. There's a shot on net for Apig. Going to be defended there by Beast. It'll be another second chance, but it's going to get defended pretty easily from the shot on Lethix. Be saved by Dargos, and Conjurer is there with the save as well. So another save from Ace in the final seconds of this game, and it's going to hit off the wall on Apig, trying to set something up in center, and it's going to be another save there for Conjurer. So another defensive play from Ace, but not going to be able to do much offensively as we are in the final 10 seconds of this first game of the 5. And Stevens Esports will have a decisive 4-1 victory, it seems, here as we are in the final second of play. We're just waiting for the ball to hit the ground, and I think that will be it, and that will. So Stevens Esports coming out with a 4-1 victory here, and you can see Beast with his big performance getting the MVP. He had the 3 goals, he had the hat trick, and he also had the 4 saves as well in this series, or in this game 1 in that fact. And they just had a pretty decisive victory there in game 1. And it kind of seemed that it might have been first game jitters kind of thing, again, just because of the 1 hour break that we did take in between matches. So it has been some time since Old Dominion has had some competition, even though that they've been playing a little bit on their own throughout the break. But nonetheless, Stevens Esports coming out hot and ready and being able to maintain the pressure early on and being able to win game 1 of that 5.
Yeah, it's probably that first game jitters. You know, the hour-long break was kind of a not what we're expecting, since they were in the semifinals of that winners bracket, but then they had to get dropped down to losers. So obviously we weren't expecting to be that break. So maybe the guys are just not in tune or in rhythm yet. So hopefully for this next game, the guys will be locked and ready for this next matchup.
Yeah, and we already have some info about the opponent that we will be playing in the next match, because this game had taken a lot longer than anticipated for us to start up. We were waiting for the conclusion of Stevens Esports against their past opponent and the losers round 5 before advancing to play us. But nonetheless, they will be playing against Akron Gold. Old Dominion will face off against Akron Gold if they are to win this series. But if that's not the case, Stevens Esports will be meeting Akron Gold and the loser semis. But the winner of the series will have their opponent named already. So we're going to have to see what Old Dominion can do here. Here's a shot out from Apig, and it's open net, but it's going to be defended there by Templisk, as it's an early defensive effort there for the Stevens Esports to keep this game tied at 0 early on.
Yeah, the goal is to try to make sure we make that presence shown on our behalf, make it more offense, try to get more shots on goal. But I mean, we are showing that more dominance control. We're getting more shots onto their offensive side, and we do get to show that from Apig. Apig does get an open net goal, allowing his team to be up 1-0 in the matchup, which is a great positioning. He was perfectly timed there, and just allowing him to get that goal, leading his team to be up.
That was a great shot there from Apig, being able to get one back for the Monarchs and being able to take the lead early on in this game. 48 seconds already gone by, and the Monarchs already on the board in this one as they're looking to add on to it. But we'll see what they can do. Ace Conjurer hitting up left side, trying to set up Apig. They will get the touch there from Apig, but not being able to do much with it there in the process. So it'll be back into the defensive zone for the Monarchs. They're trying to get it out, and Apig will get a touch out, but it'll be there for Dargos as he keeps it in the zone. And Lethix will hit it right back up in the right corner. It'll be a center off the back wall, but nobody is there to capitalize off of the shot opportunity. And here comes the Stevens Esports, and they're going to get the bump there on the goalkeeper. I'm not sure who's in the goal. I think it was Apig, but Beast takes it himself, carries it all the way, gets the bump on Apig, and just lets it fall right into the net as Stevens Esports ties this game at 1 apiece with 120 gone by.
Yeah, that was a great play action there. Getting that aerial bump off off Apig, trying to allow his team to get that goal. Now they're going to be tied up 1-1 in the series with a minute or 3:30 left in the matchup. Now Old Dominion does have the ball. He does get bumped, but it is going to be a good shot on net. Template is going to be trying to save that. But now Old Dominion is going to have the open shot on net, but it does get blocked by Temple. Now they just got to keep that presence shown and keep that known that they're going to be playing that offensive, aggressive role. Now Old Dominion just got to keep that ball out of their side and just keep playing that offensive type and just allow that presence to be shown scared towards that Steven Esports side.
You can see a center there from Dargos, given a chance for Beast. He's going to hit it above the crossbar, though. Unfortunate for Steven Esports as they miss out on a potential opportunity to take the lead in this game, too. But Old Dominion switches sides of the field, and they're back on the attack. An open net, and they will get the goal. Ace Conjurer will have the touch at midfield, and a big goal for the Monarchs as they take the lead once again. An unfortunate miss hit, it seemed, for the Stevens Esports team as they were trying to get a hit there at midfield, but Conjurer is there to get the first touch, and he will have the good touch on it and being able to get it right into the net and being able to get this Monarch lead back to 1 once again. So 2:45 left to play. They're looking to tie this series at 1 apiece, but they're going to have to hold off for another 2.5 minutes here if they're going to want to do so.
Yeah, and just keeping that defensive side, since they are going to have that 2-1 lead now, is very crucial. You know, having that 2.5 is going to go by really quick, so Old Dominion just got to keep their defensive structure kind of intact and not allow them to be overextend or overheat in certain situations. But they are going to be playing quite aggressive, trying to let their presence know that they are going to be also trying to score more goals. I mean, that's kind of the goal of here, is just keep scoring more and not allow Steven Esports to be anywhere close to us. But now Apig went up for a challenge, does not get that, and the aerial does come out, and it leaves us in an open net type situation from Dragos, putting us in a 2v2 situation.
Unfortunate for the Monarchs, they give away another goal, and Stevens Esports is able to capitalize off of the open lane and being able to score that second goal. So Stevens Esports ties it up at 2 apiece with a little over 2 minutes to go here. They're looking to have a decisive hold on this series with the 2-0 advantage, and the Monarchs are looking to tie this one at 1 apiece. But let's see what can happen here, as Old Dominion had an opportunity there, but it was saved from Stevens Esports. And you can see the demolition from Letix there on Tempest, so they have the man advantage for the moment here, but Dargos keeps it in the ODU zone for the time being, and you can see ODU will switch sides of the field again. Conjurer with an opportunity, centers it off of the top wall, off the top of the back wall, not going to be able to do much with it. And there's an open lane, and it's going to be an open net for Tempest, as the overextension is going to cost the Monarchs once again. You can see the bounce off the wall, and Tempest will hit it right upfield, as you can see you can see one of the members there for Old Dominion. I believe it was Letix. He just missed a touch on that play, and not being able to get that touch was very pivotal as the Monarchs give away their second goal and being able to be down 3-2.
Yeah, that's the one thing we've always talked about since our varsity team play, that overextend type of play is not going to help you in the long run. Obviously, you need somebody to play that midfield type and play more backwards. So if we just had Letix back there, I think we could have had that. But it's an unfortunate positioning play from on our behalf. So hopefully this next minute we do get a goal and just try to keep an offensive presence shown. But Beast is going to be playing up against the map against Apig. Apig is going to be taking it off, and Dragus is going to take a 50-50 challenge. Does win, and it's an open net, and I think Dragus.
That might be it.
Yeah, that's an open against a 1v2 situation, which is very unfortunate.
Oh.
Oops.
I think you could just hit OK. I don't think you needed to change the screen. Jesus,
okay,
we got a bunch of rookies behind the monitors today.
Yeah, we're good now, but now we're gonna be in a 4v2 or 4-on-2 against Apig. Apig got up for a 50-50 challenge. He does not get that, and then Ace Conjurer does lose that 50-50, leaving Letix back in the back right, leaving him in a 1v2, and now Letix does go up for Apig. Apig does go up, but Dragus is gonna just play it more defensively. Try to get event templates, going up for the arrow that has more ball control, but he does lose a 50-50 challenge against Ace, and Apig going to be the only ones playing up pretty aggressive so far, and that's a great challenge from our behalf. Now we just gotta keep more presence shown. 15 seconds left on the clock. Tempest is gonna probably play it up a little bit more, setting up for his team. He does lose the 50-50 challenge. Tempest is gonna be
Just
playing the back right.
going. They're just not doing anything offensively in these final minutes.
Yeah, it's just very unfortunate.
Stevens Esports is going to gain victory in Game 2 here. No matter what happens here, they will have the win, and they are going to increase their win to 2-0 here. So they are now going to be on match point, and Old Dominion is going to have to win out in this series overall if they want to win this series in particular and move on to the loser semifinal. But if they lose another game, that will be it this afternoon for ODU Esports JV team and for our stream in general. So unfortunate for the Monarchs there, they just were not able to do anything offensively. They were able to get some goals. They were able to get out ahead in that retrospect, but they gave up a pair of goals on multiple occasions where it really just gave Stevens Esports the momentum they needed and being able to just lock down on defense and being able to prevail. And that's what really happened there. And the overextension, I mean, just costing them on one of those goals there. And you can see Dargo's open up Game 3 with a demolition already. So Old Dominion already had a disadvantage for a few seconds there to open things up. But
yeah, one thing I noticed a lot. One thing I noticed a lot from this Steven Esports team, every kickoff they always get a demo, no matter what, and it puts us at a very time clock management. But Tempest is going to go up for an aerial, but leaving it to a pass to Beast. Beast is going to be on our back left corner, setting it up for his teammate. Leethig's going up for the air, and he does lose the 50-50 challenge, putting the ball down middle. Apic going up on the wall. He's going to try and contest that a little bit against Tempest, but I don't think he has any boost. So now he's going to play more back, grab that back left boost. Leethig's going up for it. Wins the 50-50 challenge, but he does set it up a goal, and it does set up for Dragos to score on us. Very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, yeah.
Because he does go up and created a pinch and allowed his teammate from Steven Esports to get that goal on us, which is not the ideal play to start this third match. And
Apig was there and in that possibly had a chance to get a defense going there, but not going to be able to do much with it as Steven Esports is just able to capitalize. And Ace Conjurer trying to wait out the ball to bounce off the back wall there, possibly to him, but not going to be the case at all as it'll just fall away. And Elitix is going to have to play it there at midfield, and Dargus trying to see what he could do with it, moving down the right side into the corner of Old Dominions.
Yeah, Dargus is trying to create that little pinch there to just allow the ball to move a little bit faster for his team to get that set up. But Ace Conjurer's going to go for the 50, but he does not get there in time, leaving Leafilks up, and Apig back in goal, gets it out, allowing his team to make some type of pressure across the map, but he does not go in their favor. Beast. Apig goes up for the goal.
Nice try.
That was a nice shot from Apig, but Apig does lose the 50-50. Now Leafix going up for it. Now just leaving his team. Leafix in a 1v1 has no boost. Probably gonna pass it to his teammate. Just grab the little pods around the map. Just trying to get as much boost as he can so he can create some type of challenge whenever it comes up. Beast going up for the aerial, loses the contest and leaves it to Ace Conjure to just get it out of the net area.
You can see Conjure trying to get it out of the zone a little bit, and you can see Apex trying to assist Leetix there on the left side. Not going to be able to do much with it, actually. So ball being contested at midfield. Dargus hits it right into the zone and trying to set up Beast for a potential shot, and he won't be able to do much. So Dargus in the corner trying to get something off of the wall, and you can see he's going to have to back up just a bit. And the possession still in favor of Steven D Sports. Here comes Conjurer once again moving up the left field wall. Not going to be able to do much with it. And there's an aerial shot there from Apig, or from Leetix, my mistake. Apig was there with the demolition, though. And Beast is there on the defense of Leetix's shot and being able to defend it pretty well. And it's here at midfield being contested. And Apig trying to get an aerial shot off of it. Not going to be able to get the touch he wanted. So with 2:25 left to play, the Monarchs down a goal here. They're going to need a goal. They're going to need 2 goals at least if they want to win this one and force a game 4. But the Monarchs, we're going to need to see a lot more desperation on their end if they're going to want to bounce back and battle back in this series.
Yeah, I agree. You definitely want to be in a position where you're going to be down 1 goal in the entire series. They need to start making some offensive plays. Just more teamwork around the map from Leetix and Apig. You know, they're trying to make that presence known, but as you see, Ace Conjure trying to bring up the map, but he does lose it, but leaving Leetix up, and he's going to leave. Oh, Apig.
Good bounce.
That's a great save from him, but Dragos is going to set it up for his team most likely without no boost. Now Beast putting the shot on a goal, setting it up, and he does miss, allowing us to just make forward onto the map. Now Ooh, that was a great team comp right there from Lethix and
Oh no,
Apex.
missed
But
touch and
now,
overextension. It's
the
an open net right now.
now that's 2v2. So now that's a great bump. So now we're just trying to just play more
Apex has a
aggressive.
chance.
I don't think he's gonna do anything with that. Yeah, no.
Didn't have the boost there if he needed.
Yeah, so now it's going to be on Steven Esports' side of the map, but now we can just keep that contested and leave that ball in the air. But as you see, we're oversetting just a little bit there. Now we just need to play more defensively here. We got demoed. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Legix got demolitioned in the process. 1 minute to play. Monarchs need a goal here if they want to prevail. And you can see offensive pressure coming up. Apex with a shot in the corner, but it is a big save from Beast as he keeps it 1-0 in favor for Stevens Esports. They're on the right side trying to get something going, and Apex will not have a good touch on it, so it'll be back in the ODU zone. But Conjura hit it right back upfield on an open lane, but it'll be defended pretty well from Dargis. So Old Dominion in desperate need of a goal here, and that's a bad touch on the defensive part. Apex with the shot, and there's a shot at the goal line, not being able to capitalize, and it'll be out of the zone as Tempest will hit it up the right wall, and Beast at center field will have an open lane. What a snipe! And that might have been the dagger right there as Stevens Esports will capitalize off of the bounce on the wall. And Beast is there, gets a right past Lethix. And with 23 seconds left to play, Stevens Esports on the verge of advancing to the loser semifinals to face off against Akron.
Yeah, that was a great shot from Dargis. He definitely had that shot on the goal. But now it's going to leave us in a 2v2 situation across the map. Now we just got to make some type of goal, but I don't think we're not doing anything with this. 10 seconds up on the clock. It's kind of very tricky right now, but it's going to leave us in a tough situation. But I do think we might lose this series 3-0, which is very unfortunate.
It'll be it right here. So it's a 0. So no matter what happens here with the ball in play, it would not change the outcome of this match, regardless if Monarchs scored or not. It still would be 2-0 in favor of Stevens, as they will be the victors this afternoon. And that will be it for ODU JV. They lost their second game, unfortunately. We had to wait the hour for the second game to be played. But nonetheless, they do lose that losers quarterfinals in a decisive way, 3-0, a clean sweep for Stevens. Just an unfortunate series for the Monarchs coming out of the break.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate loss. They had such a good run in the winners bracket, but then once it started going downhill, it just started tying up. And obviously playing the best of 5 series is a lot different playing best of 3. So I think that was also a mentality change. But it was a good run for them. Very, very proud of the performance from both teams today. Obviously, more proud for JV because they made a longer run, but also for our varsity team, they played astronomically really well. Just had a tough bracket, but they do have a long season ahead, so don't be too scared, guys. We're going to be showing a lot of more Rocket League here. So, what else do you got to say?
I mean that's basically it. I don't think we're going to be doing interviews today because we didn't do them for varsity, so I really don't think we should do it for JV. But nonetheless, that's going to be it for this stream for ODU Esports. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. We will be back live tomorrow. I believe it'll be a Rocket League's regular season match, so a Rocket League stream should be coming back tomorrow night your way, as they will be scheduled to do their regular season match. And if not, if they're not scheduled for tomorrow, then we will see you guys Tuesday night, as Overwatch I'm sure we'll have a game that evening that will be casted by our very own Porter and whoever else will be along with them. But nonetheless, I have been Benjamin Draper.
And I've been Dylan Glover.
We hope you have had a wonderful day. We hope you had a great weekend. And let's get at it this week. And we'll see you guys in the next ODU Esports stream.